Joy 99.7 FM. Mentioned earlier, we'll be hanging out with a man, NY Melody, in the studio. And he's here. What's up, NY? What's
up, my brother?
How you doing?
I'm blessed. Lexis, how are you?
I'm well. I'm blessed. I know you like to say blessed a lot. So, hey, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Welcome back to Ghana. Welcome home.
Thank you, bro.
I'm sure you're loving it back home, eh?
Yes, I'm trying my best.
Stuck in Australia for like years, and then you come back and you feel at home, don't you?
Yes. No place better than home.
No place better than home.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm so happy to have you back here. I don't know, you and music are like touch and go, and some of us are worried.
Yes.
Because what, you've been doing music for like 20 years, but you pop in, like you release a song, then you go back to Australia. I don't know what are you even doing in Australia?
As you know, I have a real estate company there.
Yeah.
So I need to also manage the business there.
Right.
But then, in starting the real estate business, it was all about trying to get my money to work for me, so I can, deal with my first love, which is music. So I think I've got it right now. So now I'm going to be consistent from now on. So no worries. So
you'd say that music is your first love?
Yes. Even my wife knows it.
Even your wife knows that?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
But then you had to actually put a system in place where you can actually fund your first love.
Yes.
Is that what do you call it?
Yeah. You cannot go and work in a factory and the little money you get, you go and do music with it. No woman will let you do that.
Yeah. There you go. Anyway, so glad to have you back. I mean, I think this is early 2000s thereabouts. Would see you hanging around with Apio2s and the likes. Earlier, we heard that song with you and Apio2s where he was doing his things and all of that. I mean, things have changed totally. What's the motivation to still keep doing music, especially when the music has changed, hasn't it?
Music itself will always remain the same, although music is dynamic, right? There's something about music is spiritual. So for me to continue doing it is because I'm a genuine musician.
Right.
You don't go on retirement. If you are a genuine musician, music will always be a part of your life till God calls you. Right. And in saying things have changed, nothing has changed in relation to the things that are important. The boys are still suffering. They are still not making their money. It seems I need to be like a Kim Promise or Shatawale to be able to make money, which is not right. Back in Australia, we have an organization called APRA and AMCOS, right?
Okay.
And with this organization, when you register with them, anywhere your song is played, you get paid. TikTok, IG, we call it beer bar here. Beer bar, the pubs.
Yeah, the pubs.
Funerals, weddings, wherever, you get paid. Even you said I've not been, active for some time. Even in not being active, with that, organization, I'm getting from around $200 to $300 every quarter. And the minimum that I think I got was about $100 or so.
Okay.
But then,
so it means that your song is still on rotation in places, in certain
places. Yes, certain places. So because with the music is so, the sound is so, there's a code embedded in it.
Okay.
So wherever it is played, it registers on this app. So this organization knows about it, and it reflects. You can see how your music is doing, how much you are earning.
Yeah.
So when I'm talking about, let's talk about Ghana. The reason why I'm saying this is because we don't have those structures in place.
That's true.
If you do, I don't know. But somebody somewhere in Duncan or Fins making music, we don't know of the person. But as long as the person's song is played on any radio station, any TV station, or let's say wherever, like, TikTok, whatever, the person needs to be paid. The person does not need to be famous to be able to get their money. And that is something we need to implement here. I would ask you, Lexis, who is in charge of making sure these structures are in place?
Well, I know there have been conversations with the Ghana Music Rights Organization, GAMRO, about royalties and all of that. You mean that you haven't ever received any royalty as a musician in Ghana?
No. For that one, I'm not going to blame anybody.
No,
I'm not registered. I'm not registered to any of these organizations.
Why are you not registered then?
Well, I've been away for a long time.
Okay.
And those times, I think I didn't get a chance to register. That was back, maybe 20 years ago or so. But, look, a whole Shatawale got 1,000 Ghana. 1,000 Ghana for a whole year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to me, no disrespect, but it's kind of ridiculous. Because myself where I know they do music, chow. You know, if I'm getting like $200 to $300, and it's shut at and yet dollars, 1,000 Ghana.
Yeah.
You know, that means something is wrong.
No, I mean, I totally agree that there's still a lot to be done, especially for the music industry, and the conversation about royalties have been had severally as well. So I'm glad you're passionate about it, because musicians and creatives need to earn from their creations as well.
They have to.
And maybe you should start off by registering.
Yeah.
And then we see what structures are in place, because I don't know if I don't think it's as advanced as maybe what happens in Australia.
No, but
they have a system that are able to collect some money for some of the artists, and that's probably why you hear, like you said, Shatta Wale is getting some 1,000 Ghana.
So you think Shatta Wale deserves?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that.
I don't agree with you in a certain sense. This strategy you are saying is not as advanced. We have people that are more than smart enough to get these things done.
No, that's true.
Let's not lie to ourselves. It can be done.
It can be done.
It's not being
totally
done,
agree.
and I do not know why. And I don't want to make assumptions. All I'm saying that it needs to be done. Look, I'm ready to talk to whoever, show them the app, let them copy everything.
Yeah.
Like as a template.
Yeah.
You know, it needs to be done.
Yeah.
So if Lexis is going to play the music and maybe Joy FM is not going to pay, then Joy FM will have to pay a fine.
Well, we pay.
Well, we see. So it has to be everywhere. It's not just the radio station, Joy FM or wherever. It has to be the spinning machines that they play at weddings, wherever, the beer bars, you know, the funerals and everywhere.
Yeah.
Because, look, Stoneboy was at Ejiso, right? Playing some show there. His music was being played at Kweu. Where did the money go? He didn't get paid.
Right.
Do you get it?
Right.
So I'm just saying it is just right.
Okay. No. So I'm just wondering, have you made money from music?
Yeah. I mean,
You've made
through Australia, not through Ghana.
not through Ghana.
No. I've not made a cent from Ghana, no.
Not a cent from Ghana.
No. Who's going to give it to me? Who? Again, shut up, 1,000. That means what you say. That you say.
So what keeps you doing music in Ghana then? Because you're very keen on, making music for Ghana. You come back ever so often. You drop songs. You're collaborating with some of the big stars. Miss V. I just played Kumbaya with Miss V and whatnot. What's the motivation?
Well, everybody wants to be loved where they come from. That is the fact. You always have to do something from home as well.
Yeah.
And even if my songs trend here, it will also trend abroad as well, right? So, yes, my main target is Asia, because that's where I'm located.
Okay.
But of course, you want Africans to love you as well.
Yeah.
So it is just a thing about passion to come home to get it done. And when I speak about these things in relation to royalties, because I'm not making anything from here, it's not just for me. I'm here to promote my music today, but this is bigger than my music.
Right.
It's more important because look, KK Kabobo, may he so rest in peace. See what happened before he left us. They had to do some sort of, I don't know whether it was GoFundMe or some, sort of thing. But people will be saying, hey, we were on Bonnie Bray, but that's not a thing. Some crime will scan and say the little money I get, what has it got to do with the royalties that I need to get? So if those things were in place, he would have been getting money like go to pension and they are getting money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there we go.
I think it's something that creatives have been having conversations about, and we hope that all things go well, so creatives actually earn from what they're creating. Yeah.
Amen.
Look, you've created some good tunes as well.
Yeah.
I see Far Away trending on TikTok, especially where they're making all these skits with your song and all of that. And then I saw that you almost drowned making the video for that song.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like for real, like you almost drowned.
Charlie, Mami Water nearly took me away. Unfortunately.
Or you wanted to go and see Mami Water. This is not Mami Water.
I don't know. I don't know whether I wanted to go and see her, but look.
I know you have a knack for creative videos. I remember coming on set with Reggie Rockstone.
Yes.
And yourself for the Be My Love video.
Yeah.
And this particular one, you decided to shoot it on the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, because of the video director. He's a movie director in Australia.
Okay.
It's called John Baxter. And the whole point was, that song Far Away has to do with immigration. It's a wishful thinking of me wishing there were no borders. You didn't have to get visa to go anywhere.
Okay.
Lexis, you get up, you go to Argentina, they see you, they celebrate you. I go to Mexico, everybody celebrates me. But I mean, obviously, that's not going to happen. It's just a wishful thinking.
Right.
So, and that song I actually did about 20 years ago, and it just felt right to bring it out now because of the Donald Trump and all these ICE issues.
Right.
So, the whole thing was, instead of the video having me trying to go into another country, right? So he did it in such a way that I'll be going back in time into the 70s.
Like a time travel.
Yes, a time travel. So that was where I had to jump in the water.
And do you know how to swim?
You know, I'll sound stupid, but no, I don't know how to swim. I can't even swim in a swimming pool. So I don't know.
So wait, did the directors know this, or did you tell them you know how to swim?
When you asked me, I did my hand like this, 50-50. Charlie.
They actually know how to swim, and then you
Charlie,
did
it's
your
not
hand.
funny at all. Yeah. So, so when he said, I was like, when I did the 50-50, and I was like, just, get me to the shore, I'll jump in and I'll spring back up. But he also, he also did not understand me.
Are you Superman or Spider-Man or what? You spring back up in the water.
Like Rambo. But, you know how thing give me, Charlie.
No, I saw the video and it's quite scary because I know how it is like to be in the ocean and for somebody who doesn't know how to swim, well.
I don't know. So, you see, this is what I'll say. I'll tell people, don't mess with the sea.
Yeah.
The sea is spiritual. Because at that point when I jumped into the water, I felt everything was okay. But nothing told me that. The first thing I should have thought about was like, yo, NY, you don't know how to swim. That should have been the first thing.
Yeah.
But for some reason, in my head, I was like, oh, okay, I'll jump in this part and I'll go around to the back of the boat and get onto the ladder. But Charlie, you know, go fish swim for swimming pool safe. So how did you do that? And up till now, I cannot explain. I just jumped in, and the moment I jumped in, I realized that, Charlie, my feet was not touching the ground. Charlie, Lexis, make you don't laugh. This be my near-death experience where they take joke.
I mean, I'm just surprised that you decided to even go ahead with that when you know you don't know how to swim. And,
Charlie,
I don't know what you're
I cannot explain.
But one thing is certain that song is a banger. Check it out.
Thank you.
Far Away, NY Melody on Show 99.7 FM. Far Away, NY Melody here on Joe 99.7 FM. Then I got no visa. They should open the door now.
Make them open,
My guy,
give me.
just like that.
Yeah.
You should tell that to Mr. Trump.
He will say, that's a beautiful melody, but I think it's a stupid song. That's what he's going to say.
That's what he's going to say.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that you're keeping tabs on Ghana even whilst you're away in Australia and all of that. How do you find the scene, the music scene now?
It's beautiful. There's so much talent there. So much talent. There has always been so much talent. But nowadays with the different social media platforms, it's allowed a lot of them to emerge.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's beautiful.
A lot of young people expressing themselves, and they're free to do that because the internet is almost free. If you can put it that way. Who's your favorite act now? In fact, let me put it this way. I mean, Ghana Music Awards is just around the corner. Who?
Kim Promise. Oh, Kim Promise.
Calm down. I've not finished the question that you're saying, Kim Promise.
I know that's what you're going to ask. Okay, ask me. Sorry, ask me.
So I was going to ask who you're tipping for Artist of the Year, and you already said Kim Promise. Why?
Because here's the full package. When we talk about an Artist of the Year, let's not lie to ourselves. Kim Promise is the full package. Yes, we have people like Paluta, right? Respect to all of them. Black Sheriff, Kweku Smoke, they are doing fantastic.
Stone Boy.
Yeah, I mean, they are doing fantastic. These are guys these are guys I would love to do music with. But I mean, if I'm to be like very, very, let's say, critical and detailed, talking about all the various connects, like, in relation to what makes an artist the full package, that's Kim Promise, and there's no doubt about it.
Wow.
The kind of work that he's put in relation to his music, where he has taken Ghana music, it is Kim Promise at the moment.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see how that pans out because the music awards, I think, is just a couple of weeks away.
So do you mind me asking you who you think is going to win?
I really am not sure. I'm tempted to buy into your arguments because I think that Kim Promise has produced some really good music.
Yes.
He has also put Ghana out there, not just locally. I mean,
more than
locally,
any other artist at the moment.
More than any other artist. He has lots of records out there. He's performing shows all over the world.
Tokyo,
you know what I'm
Malaysia,
saying? So
Australia.
I'm tempted to agree with you. People like King Paluta are also in the mix because look, King Paluta also had some amazing bangers last year from Makoma to Aseda. He had some really good songs as well. So I mean, it's a tough one to call, but I guess in a few weeks we'd find out.
It's easy to call.
It's easy to. Of course, you've made up your mind. But for me, I think it's a tough one. I'll just wait for the day.
We'll see.
Yeah?
We'll see.
Joseph just sent me a message. Ask your man and why his biggest challenge in the music industry.
My biggest challenge in the music industry? That would be the radio stations and the TV stations. Let me say the media not giving enough, opportunities for new acts.
Okay.
Because if Joy, Adom, etc., everyone, they have it doesn't even have to be each day. Once a week, once a month, exploring new talent, that will go a long way to help the creative industry.
Yeah, the young ones who are coming up as well. I totally agree.
Yeah.
I think that's a good call as well. Anyway, well, this is Joy 99.7 FM, hanging out with the man NY Melody here on Drive Time. You should check out his single Far Away. It's on all platforms, isn't it?
Yes.
The video out?
Yes, the video is out, and the comments are not enough. The video is almost 800,000 at the moment in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I thank everybody for that. But I need more comments because I don't think I have enough comments.
They should tell you. They should tell you.
They should just go comment.
The drowning bit.
In the video we cut that part off. So
they should come and ask you how it was like with Mami Wata when you went to dine with her.
Chad, I didn't look left or right.
I'm from far away. NY Melody here on Joy 99.7 FM. You're doing some philanthropy as well. You spent time at Michael Blackson's school.
Recently, So I provided them with academic material. I asked the teachers what they needed, and they said they needed more books. So he gave me the number of the students, and I got books for all of them.
Okay.
But when I went to the school, I asked the students personally, your teachers have told me what you need, but what do you as students need?
Yeah.
Then they told me they need a sick bay.
A sick bay?
Yeah, a sick bay.
Okay.
So
like a mini clinic sort of.
A mini clinic in the school, to take care of, little emergency first aid here and there, stuff like that. If a child is dehydrated, get those fluids and those things. Yeah. So then what I did is I got them to give me a list of the things they needed.
Yeah.
So I think it's already been done.
Okay.
It's been done. Yeah, I paid them the money. They got a start. They actually did a video today.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's done. So when the children get back to school, they'll have a nice surprise for them.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
lovely. That's so kind of you.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm sure Michael is excited about that as well.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I met him just recently, I think 3 days ago when he came to Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good stuff. In the mix now with lots more singles, and we are hoping that this time it's not going to keep you're going to keep us waiting for another 5 years.
No, there is.
Because I think your last single was like 4 or 5 years ago, isn't it?
Okay, no, the one with Miss You was a year ago, and before that was about 4 years
Be My
ago.
Love is like 4 years
4 years
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
But now it's just going to be back to back.
Yeah.
I'm actually coming out with an EP in about 2 or 3 months.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so The Ferrari is actually released as a single, but it's coming from that EP.
From that EP.
So
okay.
in the next month or so, I'm going to release I For You.
Okay.
Yeah, as a single from the EP. Then I drop the whole EP.
Why don't you give us a fair, the honors? Let's preview it for the people at some point.
I can send you the song to play it. Or
we can. Yeah, let's do a preview for the people.
Where's Albert?
Maybe if we're able to get it, I'll play it before the show ends.
I can
But now we're wrapping up. So,
yeah.
Anyway, I mean, what are your final words? How has music been for you? How has life been for you in general? And anything you'd want to share with us?
Well, music is going well. I need to. Music is going well. It's going well. Like, you know, I'm happy with myself.
Right.
Music makes me happy. I have a studio at home. Even those times that I was not active, I was still doing music, like, And as you know, I have a real estate company in Australia.
Right.
So that also keeps me very busy. And that's one of the reasons why, I couldn't be as active as I could be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, family.
Why the decision to live in Australia, though?
Economically, it's very lucrative.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it is very lucrative. If you have the right mindset, you can be very successful in Australia.
Yeah.
And they do not limit you. There are structures in place to help anybody who wants to thrive. So it's a good place to be. Yeah.
Because you are settled here, we're all living here and doing life together, and then some way somehow you find yourself in Australia.
And such is life,
Yeah. I see. And you got married to is that an Australian?
No, she's from. She lives in Australia, but she's from Nepal.
Nepal. Oh, a Nepalese. Is that?
Yes, she's a Nepalese. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.